Every morning, I wake up at 6 a.m. to the sound of my alarm ringing, a gentle reminder that a new day is beginning. The first thing I do is stretch a little, feeling the warmth of my bed before I finally muster the energy to get up. After a quick shower, I feel refreshed and ready to tackle the day ahead. Breakfast is an essential part of my routine. I usually prepare a healthy meal, often oatmeal with fruit or a smoothie packed with greens, which gives me the energy boost I need. I always make sure to have a cup of coffee to help me wake up fully. There's something comforting about that first sip. By 7 a.m., I'm dressed and ready to leave for school. I take a moment to gather my materials, ensuring I have everything I need for the day, from lesson plans to student assignments. The drive to school is often peaceful, and I enjoy listening to music or a podcast, which helps me mentally prepare for the day's challenges. When I arrive at school around 7:30 a.m., the building is still quiet, and I relish the calm before the busy day begins. I take a moment to enjoy the stillness, reflecting on my goals for the day. As I walk through the halls, I often see a few early birds, teachers, and staff preparing for their classes. I head to my classroom, where I spend a few minutes organizing my materials, setting up the whiteboard for the first lesson, and arranging the desks for optimal student engagement. At 8 a.m., the bell rings, signaling the start of the school day, and students begin to arrive. I greet them with a smile, asking about their evening and encouraging them to share their thoughts. It's important to me that they feel welcomed and valued. My first class is English literature, where I introduce a new book. I love watching the students' reactions as they dive into the story, asking questions, and sharing their opinions. It's amazing to witness their excitement and curiosity ignite, and I often encourage lively discussions that allow them to express their thoughts freely. After the literature class, I have a short break. During this time, I catch up with my colleagues in the staff room. We share ideas about lesson plans, discuss any challenges we're facing, and support each other in our teaching journeys. This camaraderie is invaluable. It fosters a positive environment where we can learn from one another. The next class is grammar, which can be challenging for some students. To keep them engaged, I incorporate games and group activities. I believe that learning should be fun, so I create a variety of interactive exercises that encourage students to work together to solve problems. I often use technology, such as educational apps, to make grammar lessons more dynamic and relatable. Lunchtime arrives at noon, and I head to the cafeteria to eat with my students. This time is precious as it allows me to bond with them outside the classroom. We talk about everything from favorite movies to weekend plans, and I love hearing their stories and perspectives. It strengthens our relationship and creates a more supportive learning environment. After lunch, I have an afternoon class focused on writing skills. I give the students a prompt, sometimes a thought-provoking question, other times a creative scenario, and allow them time to write. I walk around, providing feedback and encouragement, and it's incredibly rewarding to see their creativity flow onto the paper. I often share my own experiences with writing, which helps them feel more connected and inspired. As the school day comes to an end, I spend some time grading assignments and preparing for the next day. I often stay late to make sure everything is in order. I find that this quiet time after school allows me to reflect on my teaching and plan more effectively. By 4 p.m., I finally pack up my things and head home, often feeling a mix of exhaustion and fulfillment. In the evenings, I like to unwind by reading a book or watching a show. Sometimes I prepare materials for the next day, ensuring I'm organized and ready. I try to balance my work and personal life, making sure I set aside time for self-care and relaxation. I believe that staying balanced helps me be a better teacher. Before going to bed, I reflect on the day. I think about what went well and what I could improve. Each day as a teacher brings new challenges, but it's also incredibly rewarding to see my students learn and grow. I jot down notes in my planner, setting goals for tomorrow, and reminding myself of the joys of teaching. As I drift off to sleep, I feel grateful for the opportunity to make a difference in my students' lives and excited for the adventures that await in the classroom the next day.